For me. Joining me now from Capitol Hill, well, receiving the budget, I'm joined by Representative Pete Hoekstra, who is a Republican member of House of Education and Labor Committee. Congressman, you tell me your response on this. I'm a little baffled by it, but is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, I think it's devastating. You know, you have the private market today controlling about 75 to 80% of the student loans that are going out there. And for some reason, President Obama in his budget believes that there is a magical federal bureaucrat out there that can run this program more effectively, more efficiently than what the private sector is. When is this administration going to stop kicking private enterprise in the shins and assuming all of this responsibility to the federal government? Tens of thousands of people will lose their jobs in the private sector, and we will put tens of thousands of people to work in the Department of Education, either as employees of the federal government or as contractors. It makes absolutely no sense.
You know, when you look at the list, Sallie Mae, Citigroup, Bank of America, just a few of the examples of private lenders, you know, I guess I'm sort of wondering if this falls under the guise of the Department of Education and we don't allow these sorts of funding, is it really doing what he suggested in his speech the other night in terms of creating a more affordable, viable opportunity for kids to get a college education, or is it going to create more red tape?
It will probably create more red tape. It will make it more difficult for students to apply for loans. The federal government is not the best customer service agent that I've ever seen. The other thing it will do is we will mask the cost. Even though the federal government is now assuming all of the administrative cost, we are assuming all of the risk, we are doing all of the borrowing. If this proposal goes through, they will mask the real cost and they will say, yes, we're getting a $4 billion savings. In reality, the taxpayer at the end of the day will pick up a tab, a bigger tab.
All right, we will leave it here. Congressman Hoekstra, I thank you so much for being here. I'm sure they're saying we shouldn't be subsidizing the Sallie Mae's of the world, and they'll have those Fed programs work it out, but it sounds scary to me. But thank you so much for being here this morning. I appreciate it.
Great, thank you.
All right, coming up much more.